Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys a very simple earning strategy that I use to make $2,300 in roughly 2 hours, right? I'm going to show you the exact time that I got in, why I got into the trade, when I got out of the trade, and also why it made sense to get out at that specific time. All right, so let's get right into it right off the bat. The trade was on Microsoft. All right, and Microsoft had earnings on the 25th of this month, and they crushed earnings. As you can see right here, massive reaction, massive positive reaction. The stock went up by initially by 5.5%, but it ended up opening the next day at positive 8%. All right. Now, the strategy goes like this. The game plan that I had for Microsoft is described here. Now, on that specific day at exactly 8:17, I wanted Microsoft to drop to this level right here to $293 first. And the reason why I wanted that to happen, again, if you're familiar with the way that I trade, if you're familiar with our channel, you recognize these lines. I draw these horizontal rays to represent gaps that are supposed to be filled at some points in time. All right, so let's go back to ThinkorSwim, and we're gonna look at the daily charts. Now, those gaps, the first one was out here, right over here. I believe this one already got filled. I think that one got filled. I have to go back more. Let's zoom out. Yeah, there it is. So this is the gap, the first gap that I wanted to show y'all. So this is the first gap between 292 and 296, and then the second gap, which you see in the Discord, is right over here between 305 and 310. All right, now let's go back to the 5 minutes and let's zoom right over here. All right, maybe that one was a little bit higher. There you go. All right, now the plan was for this thing to actually drop and retest it. And once it retested, I wanted it to rebound around 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Central Time, maybe 9:30 before I think about going in for a trade. All right. And usually, like in these situations, there are initial bears. There are bears who want to make money off of this initial drop. They think that, oh, the stock is up, and what may happen is an all-day fader where we see a massive sell-off and people just taking off their money one by one. Like, it started to look that way, and as it consolidated in this region, a lot of bears got trapped. All right, and those bears who got trapped between 8:40 and 9:25 are the ones who contribute to the massive push to the upside, to the squeeze. All right, so once I saw this thing, I decided to buy calls right over here. I'm going to reduce the time frame even more. So we're gonna look at the 2 minutes, and we're gonna zoom into this region, right? And over here, there is an intraday structure which gave me which was the confirmation I needed to actually go in with calls. And that was a bullish triangle right out here on a 2-minute chart. As soon as this thing broke out at exactly 9:33, I got in with calls right over here. So these are the details of that trade. So initially, about 16 contracts of the 297.5 calls, the ones that expire on Friday, I bought them for $221 each, and the total cost was around $3,500. All right, not a massive trade. All right, not a massive size, I mean, but still a decent trade. And then I held it all the way until 11:28 a.m. Central Time. And that's where I started to sell. All right. I sold some at 11:28, and then 6 minutes later, I decided to just get out of the trade completely for a total of $5,845, hence the $2,300 profit. So we're going to go back on here. Why did I get out at those times? All right, so after the breakout, it started to go higher and higher and higher, and it reached a level of resistance that I was watching closely for. It broke through. The first line of resistance is right here. From here at 302 all the way down, diagonally like this. I was waiting for this thing to really break. That way I can start taking some money off, right? The second line of resistance is right there. Right at $299. It tested it once, it tested it twice. Once it broke out the first time right here, that's when I started to sell again at $390 per contract. And then once I saw the weakness on the way back down, it made sense to just get out of everything completely and look for another opportunity later. All right, so that is pretty much the reason why I took the trade. That's the details of the strategy and how all of you can employ this later on when you see this. Again, where is Microsoft going to go? I think that right there is going to be filled next. It could be on Friday. It could be on Monday. Next Monday, I mean in May, right? But that's the details of that, and that is pretty much the end of the video. Again, if you found this video helpful, do not forget to demolish that like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, we can get all of this information in real time as I see them. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you have questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section as well. All right, you can also find me at NGumah and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in a stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.